All right, let's evaluate this limit. We have limit of 3x squared minus x on x as x approaches to 0. All right, now when evaluating questions involving limit, so we have to first of all simplify the expression to its simplest form before putting in the limiting value here. So what I'm trying to say is that if we plug in 0 now, this side will be 0 to be 0 minus 0 over 0, so which is not possible. Okay, so what we are going to do here is to simplify this expression before putting in the limiting value here. Okay, so what we will do here is to factorize x out on the numerator. So this side will be x out. So I will left with 3x minus 1 on x. So this one will cancel this. So I will left with limit, okay, of 3x minus 1 as x approaches to 0. So we can go ahead, then plug in the limiting value here. So which will be 3 times 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. Therefore, limit of this function as x approaches to 0 is negative 1. All right. All right, let's evaluate this limit. Now, if we plug in negative 1, this side will be 0. So to make this not possible, that is undefined. So we need to simplify the expression to its lowest term. So x squared minus 2x plus 3 is a quadratic factorization. So let's write the factors. Okay, so x squared minus 2x plus 3. So we have 3 here. So let's find the factors of 3. So we have to find two numbers when we multiply them to give us 3, but when we add to give us the coefficient of x. So we know 3 1 3, but what is here is minus 2. Okay, all right, so we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay, so we have 1 times minus 3 here. So let's find the two numbers when we multiply them to give us this, but when we add to give us negative 2. All right, we know 3 times 1 is 3, but this side is minus 3. So minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. So we are free to go. X squared minus 3x plus x minus 3. X out. X minus 3. So plus 1 x minus 3. So we have x plus 1, then x minus 3 on x plus 1. Okay, all right, so going forward, this one will cancel this, so I will leave it x minus 3. So I can go ahead and plug in the limiting value here, which will make this one negative 1 negative 3, as the result to be negative 4. So the result for this one is -4. As simple as that. Let's evaluate this limit. So we have limit of x squared minus 2x minus 3 as s approaches to 1. So anytime you are asked to evaluate a limit that is of a linear form like this, so just go straight to the point by putting in the limiting value. So this one is straightforward. So we have 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 3. So we have 1 minus 2 minus 3. So we have 1 minus 5, which is -4. So the result for this is -4. Okay, so that's that. All right, let's evaluate this limit. Okay, so let's check. If I plug in -3, this side will be 0 and this side too will be 0. So it will be 0 over 0. So it's not possible. So let's reduce this expression. We know the numerator sound like difference of two squares. So I can go ahead and say x squared minus 3 squared on x plus 3. Okay, so I can say x minus 3 x plus 3 on x plus 3. Remember, a squared minus b squared the same as a plus b, a minus b. So this one will straight away cancel this. So I've left x minus 3. So we can straight away plug in the limiting value here. So we have -3 minus 3, which is -6. All right, let's evaluate this limit. So if I plug in -1 here, this one will be 1. Okay, -1 0, and this side also go to 0, so to be undefined. So let's arrange this one well. We know x squared minus 1 the same as x plus 1 is the difference of two squares, x minus 1. So this side will be x plus 1, then x minus 1 on x plus 1 here. Okay, so we can do cancellation here, which will be x minus 1. So the limiting value here is -1. So once I plug in, I'll get -1 minus -1, which is -2. So the limiting value here has given the expression to this. All right, so we are given limit of a function for x squared minus 25 on 2x minus 5 as x approaches to 5 on 2. So if I plug in 5 on 2 here, this side will be 5, which will be 5 minus 5, which the expression will be undefined here. So let's reduce this. Okay, now let's adjust this. Okay, and that, because we can get difference of two squares here. So we can say 2 squared x squared, okay, minus 5 squared on 2x minus 5. Okay, so let's go ahead, and now in case we're given x raised to n, t raised to n, the same as xt all raised to n. So I can say 2x all raised to minus 5 squared on 2x minus 5. Okay, all right, so I can go ahead and write the numerator as 2x minus 5, 2x plus 5 on 2x minus 5. Okay, so we can do cancellation here, which will be left with 2x plus 5. So the limiting value here is 5 on 2, so we have 5 on 2 plus 5. So this one will cancel this. I'll be left with 5 plus 5, which is 10. As simple as that. All right, let's evaluate this limit. Okay, now let's reduce the numerator and the denominator. Okay, because if I plug in 2 here, this side will be 0. Okay, so the numerator is a quadratic expression. Okay, so let's see how to reduce it. So x squared minus 7x plus 10. So let's pick 10 here and find two numbers when we multiply them. So we have 5 minus 2 here. So x squared minus 5x minus 2x plus 10. So x out, x minus 5. Okay, and I'll pick negative 2 here, x minus 5. So x minus 5, x minus 2. So in place of the x squared minus 7x plus 10, I'll put x minus 5 and x minus 2 on. So we can write the denominator as x minus 2, x plus 2. So this one will cancel this. So I'll be left with x minus 5 on x plus 2. So with this, I can plug in the limiting value. So I can go ahead. So I'll put 2 here, 2 minus 5 on 2 plus 2. So we have minus 3 on 4 as the answer. All right. All right, let's evaluate this limit. So we have limit of a function, okay, with numerator 9 minus x on 3 minus x. As x approaches to 9. So if I plug in 9 here, this side will be 3. So 3 minus 3 is 0, which make this one undefined. In the numerator here too, if I plug in 9, it will be 0. So we want to reduce this, okay? Now the only way to reduce this one is to rationalize this, okay? So I'll pick the conjugate of the denominator here as 3 plus root x, okay, plus root x. So we have the numerator as 9 minus x, then 3 plus root x. But the denominator is a difference of 2 squares. So when we're given a squared minus b squared, the same as a plus b, a minus b. So I'll pick the one with the minus. 3 squared minus x squared. Okay, so I have 9 minus x, 3 plus root x. Okay, so this side is 9, and this one will cancel the root sign, minus x. So what do you see here? This one will cancel this, so I'll be left with 3 plus root x. Okay, so the limiting value here is 9, so I can go ahead. 3 plus, so the positive square root here will be cos 6. Okay, all right, let's evaluate this. Okay, now if I plug in 3 here, it will be 9 plus 7, 16, that is 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. Then if I do same to this side, 2 to be 9, which will make this one go to 0 over 0. So let's reduce this by rationalizing this. So I'll take the conjugate of the denominator, x squared plus 7 x squared plus 7. Okay, all right, so we have the numerator as 9 minus x squared 4 plus, don't be in hurry to expand the numerator because it will by all means cancel out, so don't expand the numerator. Okay, so the numerator here is a difference of 2 squares, so this one squared minus this one squared. It's like saying x squared minus y squared, same as x minus y, x plus y. So we have 4 squared minus x squared plus 7 all squared. Okay, all right, so I have 9 minus x squared 4 plus square root of x squared plus 7. So we have 16 minus, so this side will be very careful here because this negative is affecting this, so I'll introduce bracket. This one will cancel this, so x squared plus 7. Okay, so which will make this side behave like this. So we have 9 minus x squared, then we have, sorry, let me use this side. We have 9 minus x squared 4 plus x squared plus 7. So we have, so this side will be 16 minus x squared minus 7. So 16 minus 7 here will be 9. So we have 9 minus x squared. So let's observe something here. So we can do the cancellation. Therefore, I'll be left with 4 plus x squared plus 7. So what's the limiting value here? 3. 3 squared. 3 squared is 9 plus 7 is 16. So this side is 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, so the answer for this one, okay, is 8. All right, let's evaluate this limit. Okay, So if I plug in 1 here, it will be square root of 4. So this side will be 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0. So which will make this undefined. So let's reduce this by rationalizing. So I will take the both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of this. So we know the conjugate. I will just change the sign. So we have this same thing here. Okay, so I have my numerator as this. So the denominator will be difference of two squares. So I'll focus on the one with the minus. So I'll square the first term, then do same to the second term. Okay, so my numerator, sorry, 1 minus x, 2 plus this. So we have 4 minus, so this side will be, let me introduce bracket, x plus 3. So I have 1 minus x. So we have 4 minus x minus 3. So 4 minus x minus 3 will be 1 minus x. So we have 1 minus x. One minus x. So we can do the cancellation. This one will cancel. So I will have it 2 plus 2 plus x squared plus 3. So the limiting value is 1. So 1 squared is 1 plus 3 is 4. So we have square root of 4 as 2. So the answer is 4. Okay, so thanks for watching. Alright, so that's that.